Mao Zedong, often known as Chairman Mao, is one of the most significant and controversial figures in modern history. He was born on December 26, 1893, in Shaoshan, a small village in Hunan Province, China. Mao grew up during a time of great turmoil, as China was facing both internal strife and external pressures from foreign powers. These experiences shaped his views and eventually led him to become the founding father of the People's Republic of China in 1949. Mao's early education was influenced by traditional Confucian values, but he later became interested in revolutionary ideas. After the fall of the Qing dynasty in 1911, China went through a period of chaos, with warlords battling for control and foreign powers exerting their influence. Mao became politically active during this time, joining the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, in 1921. His initial focus was on peasant issues, recognizing that the majority of China's population was rural and often impoverished. He believed that the peasants could lead the revolution instead of the urban workers, which set him apart from many other communist leaders of his time. By the late 1920s, tensions between the CCP and the Nationalist Party, or Kuomintang, led to a violent civil war. Mao and his followers were forced to retreat on the Long March, a grueling journey of over 6,000 miles through difficult terrain, from 1934 to 1935. This march not only helped consolidate Mao's leadership within the CCP, but also served as a symbol of resilience and determination for the party's future. The Long March is often seen as a pivotal moment in Mao's rise to power. Mao's ideology, known as Maoism, emphasized the importance of peasant-based revolution and the idea of continuous revolution to combat capitalist elements within society. He believed in the need for a class struggle that would ultimately bring about a classless society. One of his key ideas was to mobilize the masses in order to achieve rapid social and economic transformation. This approach would later influence many revolutionary movements around the world. After the Second World War, which saw an uneasy alliance between the CCP and the Nationalists against Japanese occupation, the Civil War resumed. By 1949, the CCP had gained the upper hand, and Mao declared the establishment of the People's Republic of China on October 1. This marked the beginning of a new era for China, but it also set the stage for many policies that would have drastic consequences for the nation. One of Mao's most ambitious initiatives was the Great Leap Forward, launched in 1958. The goal was to rapidly transform China from an agrarian society into an industrialized communist society through collective farming and large-scale industrial projects. However, the reality was far from the vision. Poor planning, lack of expertise, and the pressure to meet unrealistic production targets led to widespread famine. Estimates suggest that tens of millions of people died as a result of this disaster, making it one of the deadliest famines in history. Following the Great Leap Forward, Mao initiated the Cultural Revolution in 1966, aiming to purge capitalist and traditional elements from Chinese society. This movement encouraged radical youth, known as the Red Guards, to attack intellectuals, destroy cultural artifacts, and challenge authority. The Cultural Revolution resulted in social upheaval, violence, and the persecution of millions. Schools were closed, and the economy suffered greatly during this period. Despite the chaos and devastation caused by his policies, Mao remained a highly revered figure among many in China, particularly for his role in unifying the country and asserting its independence from foreign domination. He was seen as a symbol of resistance and a champion of the poor. His image still holds significant power today, with his portrait hanging in Tiananmen Square, a reminder of his complex legacy. Mao's influence extended beyond China's borders. He inspired revolutionary movements in various countries, particularly in the developing world. His ideas on guerrilla warfare and peasant-led revolutions resonated with leaders such as Fidel Castro in Cuba, and various communist movements in Africa and Latin America. This global impact shows that Mao was not just a national leader but a figure of international significance. However, Mao's legacy is deeply contentious. While some celebrate his achievements in education and healthcare, others point to the human suffering caused by his policies. Critics argue that his methods were brutal and authoritarian, leading to the suppression of dissent and the stifling of personal freedoms. The historical assessment of Mao continues to spark debate among scholars, politicians, and citizens alike. In conclusion, Mao Zedong was a complex figure whose life and work have had a lasting impact on China and the world. He is remembered as a revolutionary leader who shaped the course of a nation, but also as a controversial figure whose policies led to immense suffering. Understanding Mao requires us to grapple with the dualities of his legacy, the ideals of equality and independence he sought to achieve, and the harsh realities of the path he took to get there. As we reflect on Mao's life, we are reminded that history is often a tapestry of triumphs and tragedies, woven together in the lives of its most influential figures.